Thank you for tuning in to American Muslim Companion. Please subscribe and please donate. Tabarakallah feekum. Set up. Today, inshallah ta'ala, bi'idhnillah, with the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I'm going to go into some small details concerning when Musa alayhi salatu salam, when he raised up to be an adult. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, وَلَمَّا بَلَغَ أَشَدَّهُ وَاسْتَوَىٰ أَيْتَيْنَاهُ حُكْمًا وَعِلْمًا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explained that the Musa alayhi salatu salam, he got older. And by him getting older, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him the sense of reasoning with knowledge and with wisdom. And he said, hukman wa ilman. Now remember, you have to have these two aspects in order to make ruling. You have to have a hikmah and you have to have knowledge. So in the process, Musa alayhi salatu salam became wise. And Musa alayhi salatu salam, he developed knowledge. Now he stayed in this state many times. That's why Allah said, hukman wa ilman. Now, then he said, وَكَذَلِكَ نَجْزِي الْمُحْسِنِينَ. And for our dear respected brothers and sisters, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you wisdom and he give you knowledge, this is the reward that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala he give you for obeying him. That's why knowledge is more valuable than wealth itself. Knowledge and wealth. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, now we're going to go into the small detail of Musa alayhi salam. Now just peep game, look how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he talks about Musa alayhi salam, what he has given him. Now he's going to give us a story applying to this ayat. Allah said, وَدَخَلَ الْمَدِينَةِ عَلَى حِينَ غَفْلَةٍ مِنْ أَهْلِهَا فَوَجَدَ فِيهَا رَجُلَيْنِ يَقْتَتِلَانِ هذا من شيعته وهذا من عدوه. Now look what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Musa came in unexpectedly. Sometimes people will say, sometimes Musa alayhi salatu salam, he will come into the city with Fir'aun. Even he grabbed the kunya, the title of even Fir'aun. The people would call him the son of Pharaoh, subhanallah. And sometimes he will ride the riding beast, or he will wear the clothes like Fir'aun. So people knew who he was. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَدَخَلَ الْمَدِينَةَ عَلَى حِينَ غَفْلَةٍ. Now that this particular time, Musa alayhi salatu salam, he came in the city unnoticed. So some of the ulama, some of the mufassirin, they say he came in the time of noon and evening time, when the people were busy. Some ulama said there was no people in the city, but we're going to go into detail and explain. Some people say that he came in a time where people were busy. Some say he came in a time when people was maybe resting or maybe taking it out. But we do know it's at the time of noon and the time of going to the evening time. Now, one of the Bnei Israel began to get into a fight with a guy. Now, this particular guy actually was one of the workers of Fir'aun who this guy was fighting with. He was one of the chefs of Fir'aun. Now, the guy began to, when the Bnei Israel began to go back and forth with this guy, and he said, يَقْتِلَانِ حَذَا مِنْ شِيعَتِهِ وَحَذَا مِنْ عَدُوِّهِ. And they started arguing, they started going back and forth, and they started fighting. Subhanallah. So, the man of the Bnei Israel recognized Musa. Now, therefore, how did he recognize Musa alayhi salatu salam? And we're going to go into small detail of that. Because this individual knew that Musa alayhi salatu salam was from them. Because he was also what? The same color of the Bnei Israel. And he said, the guy said, فَاسْتَغَاثَهُ الَّذِي مِنْ شَعَتِهِ عَلَى الَّذِينَ مِنْ عَدُوِّهِ فَوَكَزَّاهُ مُوسَى. They started fighting. He said, hey, I need this. I need this. I need your help. I need your assistance. I need help now. This means that the guy was maybe overcoming the guy, or maybe this person was going to kill this person for the meeting. So he said, I need your assistance now. I mean, in other words, you use the word, I need assistance now, because why? He's overpowering me. But Musa, he hated oppression. He hated to see the people get bullied. He witnessed it. He saw it. So what Musa do? Musa came up to the guy. He said, and what he do? Now, this word Wakaza. This word has many meanings. Some say Musa woke up to the guy who was overpowering one of the Egyptians. People was overpowering this person for the meaning of Israel. Musa got so angry and he punched the person. Right? It means because the word wakaza means you punch someone with an open fist. Some say the meaning that he tapped him with his hand to push him away. But what happened? He killed him. Now, let's go into a hadith of Habibullah alayhi salatu wasalam. The Prophet alayhi wasallam said, all of the Anbiya, the Prophet of Allah Azza wa Jalla, each one of them are given the strength of 10 men. So that means that if Musa alayhi salatu wasalam punched him, he maybe broke the guy's jaw, or he maybe cracked the person's chest. But even by him tapping him kind of slightly with a little bit of anger, he killed him. He will cause harm. Now, if you got the strength of 10 men, that's the strength of a gorilla. Subhanallah. The prophets of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, each one of them held the strength of 10 men. Then Habibullah alayhi salam, he said, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given me the strength of 10 of the Anbiya. Subhanallah. And what happened? When he hit the guy, Musa alayhi salam immediately realized that this guy died. And he said, قال هذا من عمل الشيطان إنه عدو مضل مبين. Subhanallah. He immediately recognized. He said, Subhanallah, this is nothing but the handiwork, the action of shaitan. Now check this out. He didn't use the word Ba'ali shaitan. Ba'ali shaitan, this is the what? This is the action. He used the word Amali shaitan. That means that the shaitan, he's very knowledgeable of creating mischief. He's very knowledgeable of creating mischief. That means that the shaitan has knowledge and he has the ambition to create havoc. And he said that this shaitan, surely he's an enemy, and this is clear that this is his handiwork. Now, Allah said, "Ennahu adun." Now, what's so beautiful about this? The word "adwa" in Arabic means enemy. But adwa also, you have the letter ayn, which means that he is a clear, open enemy. He's not just very clear, this is clear. And he's so clear that it's very obvious that this is the work of shaitan. So, Musa immediately, when he recognized that the person was dead, look what he said. And don't forget, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that look at Musa what he said. He immediately asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to cover up this heinous crime that they did to this individual. He used the word Rabbi. Now, Rabbi is emphatic because the word Rabbi actually is Rabbi with the ya. But he said Rabbi, meaning he is yelling internally, screaming to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Inni zalamtu, I have extremely wronged myself. Nafsi faghfirli. Please forgive me, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Allah quickly forgave it. Surely Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala quickly forgave him because Allah is who? Allah is the one who cover up the sins that he acts, so no one will know. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is ar-Rahim, meaning that when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgives a sin, what happens when Allah forgives a sin? The doors of Jannah opens up. That means that probably at that moment, you are one of the inhabitants of Jannah. So with the word Rahim is connected. That means that Allah forgive you, but Allah is also going to give you Jannah.